In fact, I've gotten some calls from people saying, hey, do you know of anybody who's done this work? And then this showed up, and now everybody who called me, I'm just sending this to them and saying, hey, here it is. I mean, it has,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you could add to it if you really tried, but they have the organization structure, how it started, pre-event planning. They have it all the way down to the signs. They have a page where they said, hey, here's the signs that we used across, and it's in English and Spanish across the board. They talk about getting the vaccine there and how you store it on site. There's IT components of it as well. There's standing up a network. Now we've gotten pretty good at this with the testing sites, right? For the most part, in terms of getting networks out there. But they go through it step by step. Okay, are you going to have access to the Coors Field network, and how are you going to ensure that? How are you going to test it ahead of time? And so they have a checklist that they've provided, and the detail of it is phenomenal. They actually have the diagrams of how you bring cars in, how you flow them through, how you have them wait. There's a 15-minute wait period after you get the vaccine, and then how you move them out. And they share some of the stats. I don't have the stats. Well, here are the stats. Let me pull it up real quick. The stats were really impressive if people are considering this. So they did this 2 6-hour days. Okay. I'm sure there's probably more planning than the actual days, right? That's usually how these things go. 10,000 vaccines were administered, 834 cars per hour, 22.4 minutes per car, including the 15-minute observation period. That's impressive. I mean, they're moving people through 0 unused doses, and that's a huge stat, because obviously when you take that out, sometimes there's unused doses that aren't refrigerated anymore, and you have issues. 0.9% patient no-show rate. Again, that's exceptional. I mean, a 1% patient no-show rate is exceptional, and then all appointments filled within 72 hours. There's clearly demand for this. And is this the kind of thing you only do in a major metro, or do you think we'll see this in some of the more regional or smaller locations?
That is a great question. And again, I think they have phenomenal results. The metrics that you just shared show that. And between you and me, let's get that playbook out there on social media for everybody to take advantage of. Other places that I've heard are doing it are, I think, somewhere in Washington State and Oregon, apparently Memorial Hermann in Houston. So that's a huge metro area. They said they had best practice. They were getting calls. Atrium has done this in a partnership with a number of organizations, all drive through. So, I think large metro areas and maybe, some smaller metro areas as well. The thing, that's a drive through one, but I would think that much of what they've got there is applicable to mass vaccination sites that aren't drive-through, right?